As Concora. The Taoiseach in his introductory remarks referred to the work of Michel Barnier as the EU's chief negotiator, and he outlined that Mr Barnier at the Council meeting had given a detailed report on the negotiations with the British in relation to the withdrawal agreement and the Northern Ireland Protocol. I was glad to hear the Taoiseach state that Mr Barnier laid a particular emphasis in his contribution on peace in Ireland, and that's not a new convert to peace in Ireland. I was a colleague of Michel Barnier on the Council of Agriculture Ministers and the Council of Agriculture Ministers back from 2007 to 2011, and at that time he always displayed a great knowledge and interest in Ireland. He had been Regional Affairs Commissioner back in the late 1990s or the early 2000s, and he was very familiar with Ireland and the potential for the all-Ireland development and the potential for developing the economy on an all-Ireland basis. And indeed, he was very supportive of the then Fianna Fáil government's applications for structural funds in relation to infrastructure development, and particularly projects of a cross-border nature. So he is very familiar, very knowledgeable and very interested as well in the whole context of ensuring that we have a lasting and stable peace in our country. And he fully understands the damage that Brexit can do to our island. Could I just say that since 1998 and the signing of the Good Friday Agreement, that has been transformative, as we know, for all of our island, and it's been particularly transformative and beneficial for the region that I represent, having had the privilege of representing 2 border counties over many years, representing them in the bad days prior to the Good Friday Agreement and representing them in the much more positive days where we have had so much political progress. And could I just say, there again, Michel Barnier understands the progress that has been made. He has reiterated on so many occasions the need to ensure that that progress, that political progress, the economic progress that has been made for the people north and south, that's not lost. Could I just say that Brexit has been in our political lexicon since January of 2013, when the then British Prime Minister, Mr Cameron, announced that his government were proposing to hold a referendum on British membership of the European Union. And that referendum was held subsequently in 23rd of June 2016, I recall, and unfortunately the decision was made at that time to leave the European Union. And of course it has dominated political debate here. The second deadline of the last day of October 2019, that was missed, and we have had Brexit dominating our political discussions. And to the credit of both houses of the Oireachtas and to every committee over the past number of years, particularly since 2016, people of every party and no party have given an extraordinary amount of time to working and dealing with the whole Brexit issue, people knowing the impact that it can have on our island. Could I just say that it's been very heartening for all of us, and particularly for those of us who live in border communities and who have the privilege of representing border communities, to witness the progress that has been made since 1998. We have had the development of the all-Ireland economy. We have had enterprises that, say, for example, were only located in our state, who have gone on to develop enterprises in Northern Ireland, and similarly businesses in Northern Ireland that prior to 1998 had only a presence in Northern Ireland, having a strong presence in our state as well. Those companies in so many instances have developed into all-Ireland companies, creating jobs for people north, south, east and west of our island. That has been facilitated by the single European market. That has been facilitated by the fact that we don't have a border, that thankfully, in effect, the Good Friday Agreement dismantled the border infrastructure on our island.